So it's November 5th. Last night we had our first massive windstorm, and it was crazy. We stayed our first night in the house, all bundled up in the living room on a couple mattresses, a Halloween night, and then we've been staying since then. So today's Saturday, Halloween was Monday, and last night was our first like massive windstorm. Actually, one of the worst and longest ones we've had in quite a few years. All of my family, like all my sisters and everything that we all live within 15 miles of each other. And my brother lives on the other side of the state. But anyway, we were all trying to call each other. We have no internet service, which when we don't have internet going, we have no service. So no calls, no texts were coming through. They were all worried for us. But everyone's fine. Luckily, we thankfully thought it was urgent enough to go to, because we don't have, our fireplaces aren't fixed up enough to, that's the chainsaw, by the way, over there. Steven's, I'll show you what he's doing. But our fireplaces need work done before we can start having fires in there to heat in case the power does go out. So we were like, we need a generator just in case, because when the power does go out here, we've heard that it can be out for days because we're so far away from the main roads. Not super far away, but we're just out enough that we're last priority sometimes. So we got a generator the day before yesterday from Costco. And it was a good enough deal. It was the price we wanted to pay for it. And then we definitely needed it last night. So about 9:30, power goes out. And it was windy. Starting to get really windy. And it got worse and worse throughout the night. It was really loud. And at one point around, I think it was like 10-ish. Because it took a while for us to get the generator hooked up, get candles going for the kids, make sure they're not scared because they're in a new house and the power goes out. And anyway, I hear this massive crack, and I go out the front door, and I can't see anything. I just figure, it's a limb somewhere, or I misheard whatever it was. Anyway, then fast forward to have it. Well, so then this morning, me and Steven see exactly what that crack was, that loud bang. So we've got, this is the start of what Steven's been doing. I've been in the house trying to kind of clean up and organize, and then I also bought this rolling island for the kitchen, and I was just a little more than halfway done with it last night when the power went out and I had to stop doing everything. So I finished that because I wanted to get all the tools and screws and stuff all figured out, because they were all getting jumbled up and I was losing stuff because the dogs were picking. Anyway, so finished that. Now I'm ready to go start helping Steven with what he's got going on over here. So I'll show you what this mighty storm did to our poor maple tree. That's a giant tree that came off that tree. Steven, you've done a lot of work. I finished my table. Had all the wrong screws because they all got lost. All right, try to get a better shot here. It is huge. The base of that is enormous. So anyway, yeah, that's what that crack and thump was last night. And kind of smushed our fence, which that'll be easily fixed. Not worried about that. The tree actually, it still looks nice. Oh, the hose is right there. I thought it was further down. spigot? No, the spigot's down there. Oh, gotcha. Well, anywho, one thing we did want to do, because this is our future garden bed area, or at least one of them, is to have that here. And that maple, especially in the summer when there's leaves everywhere, puts a lot of shade right here. And so I was planning on limbing a lot of this tree back for more sunlight, and God took care of that for us. And nothing else around us, as far as right around our house, everything's safe. Nothing got hurt other than our fence and our maple tree. And so we've got a lot of work to do today. And looks like we'll be building up some firewood in our shed. So luckily, after the storm comes a beautiful day, and it's a lot warmer than it has been the last few days. And it's not raining because it's been dumping for the last week. We went straight from summer in October, 70-degree days, and within 2 or 3 weeks, a few days ago, we were down to 30, 35 degrees. I mean, it was cold. Today's a lot warmer, and it's not raining. It's a good day. Chop up. Okay, so we made a good dent in here. We're piling up all the limbs and stuff because either we're gonna have fire or we're thinking about renting a wood chipper, because we can use all the like sawdust and wood chips for our Bunny Judy, and also for compost and then other stuff too. So, but I just wanted to show you how like insanely huge this thing is. And we're almost thinking, because I walked out here a little bit ago, and we want to inspect it a little bit more and see how easily it could just like crumble and fall to the ground. But how pretty is this to like leave a little bridge over to the tree? At least for now, because this thing's huge and we don't have the equipment to get all of this taken care of today, obviously. But got a good dent. We're taking the rounds over to the woodshed, use it as firewood, or I don't know, we'll do something with it. Alright, so I think when I came down, took a walk with the dogs down to the creek, that was about 3 weeks ago. The amount of rain we got in just the last week or two. This is what the creek looks like now. I mean, it was just a babbling brook, and now it's like a full-on river where like every time we drive by, it's bigger and bigger and faster and faster, and we're just like, no way. Insane. So that's the PNW for you. PNW for ya. And we get that much rain in just a week or two. Hey, Steven! So okay, we're done working on the outside. Storm issue from last night, and I wanted to give an update on the house and do a little house tour for where we are in our progress. I stopped videoing for a while after I got the carpets ripped up, and started painting because painting is only so fun to watch for so long. And finished painting, got a lot of help from my sister Prina. Steven got almost all the lights put in. We've got this, but we're waiting to do that one until we get this all demoed. But we got all the ceiling fans in. The only room we don't have our light set up is Leland's bedroom, because we need to have the electrical pulled over from another spot to bring it down inside his room so he can have a ceiling fan as well. And then Loretta's bedroom is going to have a like a crystal chandelier style thing from her grandma, and we don't have that yet. So this is what the house is looking like. It's like a gray, really light. It's called sheet gray from Home Depot. And then the ceilings are all done other than some touch up, but I'm waiting until I get the big bedroom done to do the touch up in there. So we only went to that wall because this wall is coming down. And so we started staying here Halloween night, Monday. Today is Saturday. And this is how we're living right now. And we're like this, our kitchen, I have it set up as best as I can, just utilizing the space that we have until we get things in and ready to completely remodel the kitchen. But ta-da! This is the kids' setup, and we got rugs put up everywhere to help retain the heat. Speaking of heat, we've got the floor registers all cut in. They were here yesterday on Friday to help retain the heat. Cut in all the floor registers and mapped out the whole floor situation in the crawl space. Cut in. And they were here yesterday on Friday. So Monday they're coming back. Cut in all the floor registers and mapped out the whole. So furnace bedrooms are all in the crawl space, similar, and to where they were. So Monday they're coming back, and next week we should be. We're just going to super minimal. Bedrooms are all pretty similar. Gotta put all the floors in, and I don't want to move a ton of furniture around. So we're utilizing all of our cabinets. We're just going to super minimal as possible because we got to put all the floors in, and I don't want to be moving a ton of furniture around. So we're utilizing all of our cabinet space that we have so that we don't and dressers. But all the painting except for some touch up, it is complete, and that makes me happy. We finally got our washer and dryer in here. Finally able to do all of our laundry, organize everything. I'm gonna have it all in everyone's different stacks, and I'm gonna put them in the built-in hutch over there, and each kid will have their laundry, organize everything. I'm gonna start until we get it all in everyone's different stacks, and I'm gonna put them in the built-in hutch over there, and each kid will have their own cupboard. What would you call the holding room? And the ceiling is done in here, but I have not started on the walls yet. I needed a break from the holding room. I needed to get the house. And the ceiling is done in here, but I have not started on the walls yet. I needed a break from painting, plus I needed to get the house, we needed to get into our home here and enjoying our house. And so that's about it with the house tour. And our next, we needed to get into our other than the furnace and heating system going in next week. So that's about it with the house tour. Getting done, getting propane, and our next setup, then we can switch out. Other than the furnace and heating system going in next week, we just bought and that getting done. They had a big sale last week.
Brought in and set up.
Then had my eye on the fridge and dishwasher that we wanted, and it did go down a little bit more than the sale it was already on. They had a big sale. Those come on the 8th last week. So I had my eye on the fridge and dishwasher that we wanted, and it did go down a little bit more than the sale it was already on. So purchase those. Those come
next
on
week.
the 8th.
And now that the floors are
Shift
cut
things
in,
around,
and they're done,
cut this out, put the fridge there. Hey, buddy.
Everything's laid out, and I know where all the holes are.
We can start.
And now that the floors are cut in,
anytime,
and they're done.
So that's kind of the plan. Is
everything's
laid out, and I know where all the holes are.
There's no floor registers,
we can
and
start
going to be
floors,
ceiling registers.
So that's kind of the plan. Is
slab. Paint that
room.
And
then I could start
do
on
the floors there
because
there's no floor registers in there. They're going to be ceiling registers.
Probably going to do that once they're totally done.
Slab.
So I'll do the bonus room,
and then
I could start on the floors.
then floors.
Then once the furnace is all installed and everything's
Probably going to
done,
do that once they're
totally
running.
done. So I'll do the bonus room area. Then I can start
then
going
floors.
ahead. Then once the furnace is all installed, everything's done.
Hallway.
They're moving into the bedrooms
through the house.
Then we can get
furniture in there.
Then I can start
going.
going.
Oh, watch out! And then bring it
The rest
floor
of starting with the
hallway,
so, and moving into the bedrooms.
That's where we're at.
Then we can get
furniture in there.
Demo
Let
kind
it-
of took a
watch out.
pause just because.
And then bring it
the rest way
to
through
get
the
the house set up.
So
Be able to enjoy it, live in it.
Demo kind of took a pause just because we had
What?
to get the
The
house set up.
backside is off.
Be
I
able
know
to
because
enjoy
it
live in
turns off to save power, so it just makes the video stops running.
What?
Like the
The
video
backside is off.
screen stops
I know, 'cause it
running
turns off to save power,
after a few
So
seconds.
it just makes the video.
Can you
stop
say goodbye?
running.
Bye.
Can you
Like,
say see you
the
later,
video
guys?
See you later.
Say
Screen
like and
stops
subscribe
running to save
and ring the
power
bell.
after a few seconds.
Say
Can you say
LWL
goodbye?
Homestead.
Bye.
Can you say see you later, guys? What what? Say like and subscribe and ring the bell. Say LWL
Oh my gosh.
Homestead.